Lose your gut in 2 easy steps. In this episode of the podcast, I'll share with you a simple game plan that you can use to achieve exactly that. Tune in and take notes.
Welcome to the CrossFit Edwardsville Community Podcast, where we hear and learn from our coaches, CrossFitters, and Glen Ed community leaders. Now, here are your hosts, Dallas and Greg.
What is up, guys? I'm Coach G, one of the coaching team here at CrossFit Edwardsville, and I've had the great privilege over the years of working with thousands of people and observing things that really work to look their best, feel their best, perform their best, kill belly fat, kill the spare tire around your midsection. And I talk about this specifically because so many people come to us, and it's one of their key concerns. One of the major things that brings anybody to the gym is I've noticed over the last few weeks, last few months, last few years that I'm gaining this spare tire around my midsection. I'm holding on to more body fat in my love handles, the small of my back, my gut right here, my stomach looks worse and worse and worse. And I recognize this is a problem, and I need to fix this. I need to turn this around. So many people go to the gym for this reason. And you'll hear 1,000 different things on the interwebs. This answer, that answer, this exercise, this miracle solution, this miracle drug. Everybody's all up on the Ozempic right now. And there's a lot of things that can work. I've seen a lot of stuff work, people helping who are aspiring to lose their gut. But one of the things that I like to do for people that I work with as a coach is try and demystify things and simplify them to what are some really key core ingredients that lead to a lot of success. And if I said, I have to solve your gut problem, we have to get rid of your gut in 2 easy steps, I asked myself, what would those 2 steps be? And so the first one, this is the first and massive key to success for so many people. Track what you eat and drink. What do I mean? Track what you eat and what you drink. Actually write down everything you eat and drink, or use some sort of food tracking app on your phone to track all the food that you eat, all the food that you drink, because I have seen it more times than I can count. The simple act of having to write down or record or be accountable to a person, accountable to an app, accountable to yourself for actually tracking everything you eat and drink creates an immediate change, an immediate positive change in people's eating behavior and their drinking behavior. It's simple human psychology. Whatever gets measured gets managed. If you take the time every day to actually track everything that you eat and drink, immediately you start making more thoughtful, more intentional decisions about what you eat, what you drink, and you develop an awareness of how this food impacts your calorie load for the day, or you develop an awareness of how many carbs there are in this thing. Or, holy smokes, I know that I'm supposed to eat this much protein, and I'm eating hardly any at all when I actually add it all up. The MyFitnessPal app is a really easy go-to. It's free. I'm talking about the Under Armour sponsored MyFitnessPal app. Is free in the App Store. All you got to do is, I ate this food, this much. It'll spit out a full report for you that tells you how many proteins, how many carbs, how many fats, how many calories, how much sodium, how much sugar. It tells you all that stuff. And this is one of the situations where the awareness of, oh, this is what I'm really eating. This is how much I'm really eating. This is how much of X and Y and Z I really have. The awareness of that is so powerful. And I see people immediately begin to make much better decisions. And most of us are also psychologically driven by the gamification of things. If the app that you have on your phone can also give you daily targets, this much protein is your target, this much carb, this much dietary fat, these many calories are your daily goal, that gamifies eating in a sense. And for a lot of people, it makes it a much more engaging, much more interesting pursuit. A lot of people, I would say the vast majority of the population lives in this complete gray area of ambivalence of, I don't really know how much I eat. I don't really know how much I drink. I don't really know how many carbs or proteins, or I don't really know how much sugar I get. I kind of wing it every single day. And if you're one of those people, if you give yourself the real talk and you're just winging it every single day when it comes to your eating, like you eat at this restaurant on this day and that restaurant on that day, and I don't really know how much of any given thing I'm eating, I am speaking to you. Track what you eat and drink, and immediately you start making better decisions, even in the absence of any coaching. Just knowing what you know, you will immediately make many, many much better decisions. And that is the hallmark key. You're taking action, you're doing things differently, and it will be reflected in your physique, especially if you do number 2. Join a complete fitness program. What do I mean by that? A fitness program that has both elements of strength work as well as high intensity interval cardio. What do I mean with that? We need both. You need a stimulus for lean muscle, the strength stimulus. You need that if you want to kill your gut. And you need the high intensity interval cardio stimulus as well. These two things are both, I have seen time and again, crucial, mission critical sub ingredients to killing your gut. You need to have both. You need to have a regular resistive training program as well as high intensity interval cardio to see that body change. Here's how that might look. Maybe Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you go into the gym and you do all the resistance training, all the weight training, or bands, dumbbells, kettlebells, barbells, body weight exercise for time under tension. This pattern will give you the strengthening stimulus that you need, the muscle development stimulus that you need. And then maybe on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, you do a high intensity interval training protocol. This is actually exactly where I started my fitness journey once upon a time, was following this basic pattern. One of the cool things with CrossFit is that every day actually has elements of both. The CrossFit prescription, every single class, generally speaking, warm up, stretch, strength work, high intensity interval conditioning, all built into every single hour of training that we have here. It is all included. All you got to do is show up what the coach says. It's super, super easy. But push yourself, challenge yourself, be willing to be comfortable being uncomfortable in this fitness program. Push yourself to that discomfort zone during your strength work and your high intensity interval cardio. Pair that with tracking what you eat and you drink, and watch your gut, your midsection transform. It really can be just that simple. And I hope that you take some action on this so you see that positive change in your own life, in your own body. I want you to win. I want to see you succeed, whether that's with us or without us. By the way, if you would like to have a coach to help guide you along and give you more specific, nuanced, a roadmap to get to where you want to go, reach out to us. We'd be happy to talk to you. You can find out about us on all of the socials at CrossFit Edwardsville. Go to CrossFitEdwardsville.com when you're ready to talk to us. Book a no sweat conversation with a coach. It's free, and we'll talk to you about how you can get where you want to go as quickly as possible. For now, I thank you for the gift of your time and your attention. We'll see you guys in the next episode of the podcast.